Money Diaries, everything you've ever wanted to know about your finances and everyone else's. Women share how they spend their money over 7 days, and with that comes financial advice that everyone can use. Joining us now is Lindsay Stanberry. She's the author of Money Diaries. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for having me.
So tell us how this got started, this talking to women, and then what do you learn by following someone for 7 days?
So we've been doing Money Diaries, which is our daily financial column on Refinery 29 for almost 2.5 years now, and basically it just is a woman anonymously sharing her spending over a week, and she also shares details like her rent or her mortgage, her salary, and it's really fascinating in that it gives you a sense of how you're doing with your own life and how other people are doing it, and I think it can be a really, interesting look at women and their money.
One of the tips you say is to look at your credit card statement and highlight the things that don't bring you joy. But I think when people get in trouble in the credit card, they think it's all bringing them joy.
Yeah, but I'm sure that if you really think about it, there are definitely things on that credit card that don't bring you joy. And we try to recommend that you think about things like maybe you have a yoga mat and you go to yoga every day, but you never bring that yoga mat. So you're wasting $2 on the rental at the yoga studio, and that's not really bringing you joy.
It's all that stupid stuff that adds up a month later.
Really adds up. And those little things really have a huge impact on your overall spending.
I thought this was interesting. You say 75% of people who ask for a raise actually get one?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Really?
We should all be going out and asking for raises. I talk a lot in the book about how to ask for a raise because I always found it really intimidating. It wasn't something I did until my 30s when I had a junior employee. I coached her through it, and I was like, wait a second, if she can do this, I can do this. But if you're not asking, you're not going to get a yes.
Good to know.
There are 21 questions to ask your partner about money. We don't have time for all 21. What's a big one that people are afraid to address?
I think people are intimidated to ask from the very first date who's picking up the check, right?
Yeah.
Should it always be the man?
Yeah, I think it should be.
You think it should be?
Yeah.
I think it's complicated.
Yeah.
Who asks who? Who makes more? So even from that first date,
you can figure out if someone's intimidated if you make more than him, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
This was interesting too. You say, we've heard this, you have to have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, but you said you could start. Your goal should be at least having $2,000 saved, but you can do it by saving very little per day.
It ends up breaking down to about $5 over a year. Which,
$5 a day?
$5 a day over a year, yes. Excuse me. $5 a day over the year. I joke in the book that I will never tell you not to buy a latte. I always hated that financial advice. But if you don't buy that latte and you save that $5, you'll have $2,000 at the end of the year.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Right. You say, the old rule of financial management is 50-30-20. You say it should be 80-20. What does this refer to?
Yeah, so the 50-30-20 rule is a great rule, and it really looks at your fixed expenses, your flexible spending, and your saving. And that 20% is what you're supposed to be saving every year. And that's the goal that we really want people to work toward. That 80-20, that 50-30, when you combine it, you just look at it 80%. Maybe in a city like Chicago or New York, where I'm from, your rent is really expensive. So getting your fixed expenses in that 50% can be really stressful. So make a big pot of 80%. Make sure you're saving that 20%.
Saving
That's the
20%.
most important thing.
20% of net or gross?
Oh, that's a good question. Of your take-home pay.
Of your take-home pay, okay.
Well, you can meet Lindsay tonight. Ask her all kinds of questions from 6:30 to 9:30 at Loft Lucia. Tickets are $25 and can be purchased through Eventbrite. Lindsay, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, you guys.